everyone, it's Joy from Artful Homemaking, and today we're going to be making butter. So today we're going to be learning how to make butter with a mixer. This is a really fun and a really simple DIY project, and it's one that kids love to help with. I've been making butter with my kids for many years, ever since they were little. We started with mason jars and then progressed to using the mixer. And on the day that I made this video, we had quite a few kids in the kitchen helping, and it got pretty loud. So all you're going to need to make your own butter is a mixer and a quart of heavy cream or cream from raw milk, either one will work, and a mixing bowl if you're using a handheld mixer. Pour the cream into your bowl and beat the cream at a medium-high speed with your mixer. You can see that the cream is starting to thicken up quite a bit, but it's not quite there yet. This process does take quite a bit of patience. It does take a while to get it to turn into butter. So that's why it's helpful to have kids in the kitchen or a stand mixer, because you will be standing there mixing for a while. So just be patient and keep mixing. So here you can see that the cream is starting to thicken quite a bit, and it's starting to separate into chunks of butter and buttermilk. That liquidy stuff is the buttermilk, and we're almost to the point of making butter. So now it's time to drain the buttermilk off of the butter, and I'm just using a fine mesh strainer to strain this with. And you want to be careful you don't drop the whole glob of butter onto your counter, as I almost did. So I'm using a rubber spatula to press out as much of the buttermilk as I possibly can. And the buttermilk is really useful for recipes. You can save it. So what I usually do is I pour it into a little pitcher and put it in the refrigerator, and then you can use it to make pancakes or biscuits or muffins. We have a banana bread recipe that calls for buttermilk, and so right there's your buttermilk that's been separated from the butter part. So that's very usable buttermilk, so put it in your refrigerator. So after draining off the buttermilk, then cover the butter in the bowl with a bit of cold water, and then mix it again with your mixer. Pour off the cloudy water and add fresh water to the bowl, and mix it again, and continue this until the water remains clear, and pour off any excess water. Then you can add the salt if you're using that. We use about half a teaspoon of salt. So mix the salt into the butter with your mixer. And now what you see that I'm doing is we've already washed it with water, we've already mixed the salt into it, and it's done. Now it's ready to be used, and it's actually beautiful, spreadable, creamy butter. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love for you to subscribe. Bye! Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.